Om Shanti. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. Welcome to another wonderful webinar and a session with Sister Mohini, our beloved Sister Mohini. She has been very gracious with her time. She has had a full schedule the last few weeks. And so because all of you have sent many emails saying that you wanted some more insights on how to deepen the remembrance and to keep the remembrance throughout the day, we requested Sister Mohini to join us and share on that. So she will join right now. To just give you a running order of what's going to happen, Sister Mohini will speak till 7:30. At 7:30, we will play a drill, and at till 7:45, Sister Mohini will share some Abhyakt words on the drill. And from 7:45 on, the 7:45, the webinar ends. But some of you who are in Harmony House, East Coast, the meditation will go on till 8 o'clock. But for the webinar will end at 7:45. Sister Mohini, welcome.
Om Shanti. We all are on this spiritual journey. We all are together. Baba is with us. Baba, as Supreme Guide, constantly guide us. And we all follow Baba. I was thinking of my, and all of us together, the spiritual journey when we began. Each one of us have different time. For me, 60 years ago. And thinking of as a spiritual child of Baba or a beginner, when I heard about Baba, heard about knowledge, what really touched me most, that I was so convinced that this is what I want for my whole life. Maybe not very ready to be surrendered at that time, but suddenly there was so much love, acceptance, and one of the most important aspect was the life of purity. Baba, Shiv Baba, through Brahma Baba, adopted all of us. And then this spiritual journey began where I want to not only be on spiritual journey through remembrance or having yoga, but also to live a spiritual life. So it's a spiritual life, spiritual journey. We have spiritual knowledge, we have spiritual father. So all of us were touched. One of the important aspects, many, but I will start sharing with first one is purity. Because I think deep within each one of us, something was emerging which was inspiring us not only to seek, but also to practice and live a practical life. And that is definitely of purity. Baba, one who is ever pure, and I love purity because we become aware that purity is what is the original nature of the soul. Soul is pure. And so, with this thought of purity, my connection with Baba, my relationship with Baba begins. Baba is the one who is ever pure. Baba is the one who is purified. And it is only through relationship with Baba, yoga with Baba, or in remembrance of Baba, whether it is connection, remembrance, or relationship with Baba. because all these three help me to not only purify and burn my past negative, sinful karmic accounts, but also it brings the soul back to the original self of complete purity. So think little bit about that. It's the energy of purity which brings me close to Baba. Even on the journey, many different kinds of storms of Maya or wasteful thinking, maybe some doubts come, but still we are on journey and we are continuing on journey. So this deepening and understanding and reminding myself of this aspect of purity helps me very much to stay on journey of remembrance. So even take a moment and think of your spiritual childhood when you were touched by this whole thought of complete purity and divinity. It really touched us, and that's why we started our journey. And then from this purity, the other quality which we instantly experienced and was deep inner seeking, and as soon as I experienced, and that is the quality of peace. And peace coming from this purity. So internally, like you set yourself, you experience peace, and which helps very much to connect with Baba. And the third quality, which was very much experienced by all of us, is the quality of love, of belonging. Even we know that there were different instruments for all of us, different teachers. But the experience of love from the family and Baba was something very important. And actually, these are the three qualities which sets us on the journey and helps us to stay with Baba. Because to connect with Baba in a very natural way is to have these three qualities as our state of mind. Baba, it's very easy to be with Baba, and Baba also constantly keeps us with him. We are Baba's helpers, Baba's arms, we are Baba's children. We all are heirs of Baba. So Baba always is with us. But to experience Baba, these three qualities within the soul, that means pure state of mind, very peaceful mind and intellect, very loveful, loving nature. So when these original natural qualities of soul are there, that means I have to keep reminding myself and keep bringing myself into that state of purity, of peace and love. And then it becomes very easy to receive. One is that I remember Baba, but then also to feel that Baba is also responding to my remembrance. I'm connecting with Baba, but Baba is also connecting with me to give me power, to give me very subtle signals and directions. But if state of mind is not in these qualities, then we find it difficult to receive and to feel Baba's presence. So I will say that some effort is required if we step little bit aside from these qualities. You know, purity is really our nature. We all like it, but sometimes wasteful thoughts can interfere. When battery is low, then You could get disturbed very quickly, fluctuate, and same could happen with our love. But reminding ourselves and preparing, increasing capacity to receive by reminding myself my original qualities will really, really help us a lot to stay in remembrance of Baba, to stay on this pilgrimage of remembrance, feel constantly connected. It's only we have to turn on the switch of awareness of my these natural original qualities, but also feeling in life every day, especially what is happening in the world. And we look at how Baba, as parents, then as teacher, Baba as Sadguru, Baba as Supreme Judge, and then during day, a companion, a good friend, guide. So if we look at how in all these relationships, Baba is sustaining me, and I have all attainments through this remembrance that I could stay peaceful. There is enough resilience, enough inner strength. So remembrance or to be on journey of remembrance constantly is based on reminding myself or practically feeling that how I am being taken care of, I am being sustained by Baba in all these relationships. All these relationships are providing me, is taking care of me. And it's not question of only mind and intellect experiencing these relationships, but in practical, you could feel that since early morning, Amrit Vela until night, how Baba through different relationships sustain us. I have to feel it, but also remember in the morning Baba as parents, then Baba as teacher teaches us every morning. I have to be just a good student, but also reflecting on for journey more and when churning of Murli points also definitely is a big support, big help because deepening of understanding through the Murli every morning when I read or I listen, not only one time but few times a day, I find that there is some natural remembrance. What did Baba said today? What did Baba explain? So it's like keep remembering Baba as a teacher, reminding myself that I have to claim all my inheritance from Baba. So remembrance in the way of relationships integrated while doing even actions. I always remember that how Brahma Baba followed Shiv Baba. Brahma Baba stayed so close to Shiv Baba. While eating, few times I had chance to sit together with Baba in silence. I could feel that Baba keep remembering Shiv Baba. He will put whatever spoon of food in his mouth, but in remembrance, in company of Baba. So relationships are very important and relationships are constantly there. Remembrance in relationship with Baba and feeling Baba's presence, especially these days, as much he is invisible, that much he is also present. But also third thing is that, which was very much is part of our journey, is what is the aim and what is my destiny, what is my destination. So Baba has given us this aim of ascending constantly to become complete and perfect. Karmatit. So complete in the sense of all the virtues, perfect, 100% purity. That means burn all the past alloy from the soul. And third is that when soul has gone by settling past karmic accounts into a stage where there is no influence of past sanskars. So there is this aim which Baba has given us. And Baba always says that when you are moving towards stage of perfection, then from that stage of perfection, Baba said there is great connection with the world, outside world, but also reminding myself that I have to return home. I have to go to liberation, home where is total silence, purity, and that's the home I have to return and then come back in golden age. So home, I have to return home. That's my destination. And at confluence stage, I have to prepare. I have to prepare for golden age. So it's not I have to only settle karmic accounts, but I have to create elevated sanskars by elevated inculcation, elevated actions, so that soul is becoming worthy to go to golden age. So I'm bringing these aspects because on a spiritual journey in life and on pilgrimage of remembrance, both. In spiritual life, then spiritual journey. Spiritual life itself is a journey, but in this journey, I have the journey of remembrance of Baba. So, remembrance has to be very natural by reminding if I have forgotten, which we don't, I think, because we listen to Morley, we keep chart, we do traffic control. And during traffic control, we can remind ourselves of my aim, remind myself of the practices I have to do it. So this way, these all aspects of life, if we review and think, oh, when we are spiritually, in my childhood, I think must be with all of us, there is so much intoxication. And I keep saying, my Baba, my Baba. Everything is Baba's. I remember especially with double foreigners, we say, oh, this is Baba's house, this is Baba's car, this is Baba's everything. That's how we always spoke. So I think in our hearts, there is that deep love, faith in Baba. Only our aim is to make it consistent. We talk about 8 hours of yoga, but I think it is 24 hours of natural, consistent remembrance of Baba. Remembrance is where your mind and intellect very deeply is going into the ocean. Because at this time, the stage which is required, where I can completely remain free from the influence of the energy of sorrow, pain, and worry, suffering, is to remain merged in Baba's love, remain merged in Baba's peace, remain merged in ocean, Baba. And when you are merged, then you will not be affected or influenced. Otherwise, there is always possibility that we live in this world of sorrow, and that sorrow and sadness can touch the soul. But Baba has said to us that we have to be instruments And for that, inner lightness and happiness at this time is very important. And that is only possible when I sit with Baba as detached observer, knowing everything, listening everything, sometimes watching also, observing also. But I stay with Baba and stay on my journey of remembrance. Always remind myself that it is my journey of remembrance not only help me to stay on ascending degrees, moving forward, but it will also make me instrument to serve souls in the best way. So I don't waste any thoughts, but same thoughts I use in remembrance of Baba. Remembrance is there, we have to make it consistent, and I would say that these aspects which I reviewed just now, you all think about it and then see how you are able to integrate. You have to have consistent remembrance, but also integrate remembrance while doing actions. Then only it is possible to have consistent remembrance. Because while doing actions, even when I am talking, yes, I'm in remembrance of Baba. But this remembrance has to be felt. I am Baba's child. I am talking to all the children of Baba. So Baba wants us to be well, spiritually well, physically well, because Confluence says this body is valuable. So for my personal journey and for service to the world, it is important that I keep well. Baba wants that. So keep aim to create this stage of being merged in Baba's remembrance, to remain merged in Baba's love. So Baba says we need love lean stage now, not only of love. And Baba has given us time according to drama to prepare ourselves, not only prepare for service, but for our own personal stage of perfection. And I am sure that you all are well and Baba's blessings are with us. But also, I wish you all that you keep well, you keep safe, and of course, there are many, many opportunities, online service, and also serving through our stage, through our mind, and be on the stage of Lighthouse and Lighthouse. From morning, then during day, traffic control, keeping chart at the night time. So be consistent also with the timetable, which will also help. Just last two words is keep your intellect, line of intellect very clear. Keep your mind very clean. So clean mind and clear intellect will help you to feel the presence of Baba, your connection of intellect with Baba, and you will also experience that how Baba gives subtle signals for us to discern and decide, take right direction in our lives and help others also. And these are my good wishes and my own practice, which I am sharing. That aim is to become consistent in remembrance. And now, as Baba had said, be cheerful so that there is spiritual attraction and on a avyakti stage, embodiment of that. So just go deep within and we join Avyak Bapdada with the drill and collectively worldwide
रूहानी ड्रिल याद है ना? ये एकाग्रता की ड्रिल सदाई करते चलो। अभी एक सेकंड में मन के मालिक बन। मैं और मेरा बाबा संसार है। दूसरा न कोई। इससे एकाग्र स्मृति में स्थित हो जाओ।
as I am in my original stage, eternal state of purity, peace and love. And feel taking drishti from Baba. I belong to Baba. Baba belongs to me. Immersed in Baba's love, as a peaceful soul, immersed in ocean of peace. As a loveful being, immersed in Baba's love. These vibrations and blessings from Baba create such a beautiful vibrations of total security. Giving me the experience of going beyond, going beyond the body, everything physical, to the subtle, incorporeal world, my home. I sit next to Baba in my home. Baba's directions of the incorporeal be viceless and egoless. So I'm incorporeal, viceless and egoless. It's not just the awareness, but the image. I play my part this stage. Remain merged in this very deep, sweet silence. Experience of super sense joy, company of power. Shanti.
स्नेह सागर तेरे स्नेह में हम नैना तो अपने भिगोए हुए सांसों के तारों में उबा तेरी यादों के मोती पिरोए हुए वो स्नेह सागर ये महसूस होता है पास में हो हमें देख करके मुस्का रहे हो सदा साथ में हो बच्चों तुम्हारे यही बात अब भी तो दोहरा रहे हो यही बात अब भी तो दोहरा रहे हो एहसास के इस समंदर में हम तो जैसे कि मन को डुबोए हुए वो स्नेह सागर उठाकर धरा से जो धूल कण को मस्तक से अपने ऐसे लगाया चमकने लगे हम सितारे से बनकर अपने गुणों से इतना सजाया अपने गुणों से इतना सजाया बलिहार होके तेरे हार में हम हीरों के जैसे संजोए हुए